myself Jadish Kumar Tobati and my friend Rohit, Shiv Simon Kanta, Sai Dhanush. Coming to this introduction, Farmers for Farmers is a company that sells fresh products and the fertilizers to the clients and the competitive prices in the Queensland. The presentation contains their business goals, constraints, technical goals, trade-offs, network application, user communities, data stores, and traffic flows and the logical designs of the network of Farmers for Farmers. Then we explain how routing and switching works in the network design. Then we will explain why and how this network is secured from the hackers. Business goals. There are the goals of a company wishes to achieve in a certain period. The business goals of Farmers for Farmers are increase revenue of the Farmers for Farmers. In this aspect, each and every individual of an individual company, they mainly wishes to increase their revenue for the time to buy time, reduce operating cost and the of servers used by Farmers for Farmers. The operating cost should be reduced and it should be profitable for the company. Improve communications between the employees and the customers, as well as how much we used to improve our communications, as many as we can get the new application and new projects. Expand to international markets. The expansion of any business or any company after succeeding a certain place or certain time, automatically we shall increase our market to the international markets. Offer better customer support. Always we support for the customers and we do the favors which they need. Be always available to customers, as well as some people they used to have some doubts regarding some issues with the projects which we make. Be available for the customers. Business budget constraints. Budget. The network design must be within the budget set by the customer. If a customer sets a certain amount or a certain budget, we need to do in that budget itself. We should not exceed the budget. Staffing. The new employee must be hired or new employees must be trained to monitor the health of the network. If we are staffing someone or we are getting someone, we need to hire some new people. Like we need to get the such as in IT companies, we used to hire every year new software engineers with based on the new technologies outside. As well as this, we need to hire the employees, or else we need to upgrade the employees which helps their monitoring the health of the network. Schedule. The network design and the implementation should be completed in the given time. If a customer sets a certain time or certain goal, we need to complete in this particular time. We should not exceed the time. Policies. Servers must be located at Brisbane. Excuse me. Transactions must be processed in Brisbane and network must be secure. The server and the transactions and the network, everything should be at the same location, and it should be secured, and it should be very it should be secured, and it should be uh, done with the firewall location. Further, my further slides will be completed by my friend Rohit. Thank you.
Hello everyone. FRF is an organization which deals with farmers' goals in uh, sending them to their clients, who are basically retailers, in which all the process of farmers for farmers were done via online, uh, where it needs a strong network design for its sustainability in the industry. Uh, the main technical goals which we have taken as a priority are scalability, availability, network performance, security, and adaptability and affordability. Uh, Scalability is nothing but the ability to grow the network. Availability, the percentage of uptime network as expected by the customer. For F need to have a 5 nines availability and network performance. It basically comes down to the uh, response of the design and security, where all the operations were done via online. There was high risk for customers data or the client side data, which could be prone to be at risk. So uh, analyzing security risk has taken as a major priority, and adaptability and affordability. Moving on to the next slide. Trade-offs. It is described as the balance between the futures or not compatibility with each other. Our main business goals are, as said before, scalability consists of 20% and availability of 10% and network performance of 15%, and security, as I said before, it has given the highest priority. It consists of 30% in our network design, and adaptability of 10% and affordability of 15%. Certainly, the network application table, which includes website for F4F and email and uh, FTP, file transfer protocol and database, secure shell, active directory and delivery tracker, and transactions validator, in which first four, website, email, file transfer protocol, and database, have similarity in state of criticality, which are extremely critical, and secure shell, which is remote terminal, and activity directory, director services, and transaction validator is something like a sales tracking, in which all last three, active directory, delivery tracker, and transaction validator, consist of new applications, and the rest do not. User communities. User community name. Uh, well, coming to user community, managing director, logistic manager, accountants, and data analyst, uh, or have equal similarities uh, in kind of applications they were used, which consist of website of F4F, email, database with limited permissions, and active directory and transaction validatory, which were accessed by all these four, and the limited access goes to farmers, drivers, and clients, which which are a website of F4F and database with limited permissions only. Uh, the activities are spread throughout Australia, and coming to system administrations, the size of community is 5 members, and it is located in Brisbane, and, and the applications used by them are website of F4F, email, FTF server, and database with full permission and secure shell. Furthermore, Active Directory, delivery tracker, and transaction validator, as system administrators uh, plays a major role major role. They have given higher priority among all of them. And next slides for continue by my teammate. Thank you.
Hello, this is Sai Shiva. I'll be continuing from here. Data stores. Data stores are web server, mail server, database management, and storage solution. For web server, the location is given Brisbane, and the applications are website of F4F. It is used by the all communities, and file transfer protocol. It is used by only system administrators, and secure shell. It is used by only system administrators. And next, mail server. The applications are email and secure shell. Email is used by all the employees, and secure shell is used by the only system administrators. Database management. The applications are database. It's varies on permissions. Secure shell. It is used by only system administrators. Delivery tracker. It is used by system administrators, logistics managers, transaction validators. Transaction validators. It is used by accountants and system administrators. Storage solution. The applications are Active Directory. It is used by all the employees. Traffic flows. In Brisbane, data stores in 12 megabytes per second. For Cairns, data stores in 7 megabytes per second. For Rockhampton, data stores in 9 megabytes per second. For Gold Coast, the data stores in 11 megabytes per second. Addressing and naming. For addressing, a combination of public and private addresses are being used. At each office, router has a public address and it is used for external communication. For internal communication, private address can be used. The private addresses for computers in branch office are range from 192.168.10.2 to 192.168.10.254. The addresses are allocated by using DHCP, and the router allocates addresses to devices. The computers can access internet using network address translation. Logical design. The design follows a two-layer hierarchical model with core distribution and access layers. The routers of all branch offices lies in access layer. They have public address. High performance routers are in distribution layer, and the routers are in core layer. The design offers redundancy because of multiple connections, and the network will be functional even if it is routers all. The users from internet will be able to access the website by connecting to edge node.
Record. They are the branch department or the self-employment structures, and they are not too difficult. Thus, the default routing may be the used for the communication within the network. Link state routing may be used for the contact between the separate branch, offers the several return routing fast and effective. The link state is offered over the distance vector routing since the form is the best suitable for the hierarchical architecture. In the link, the state routing and the routing tables are changed after the routers have sensed the shift, and the remote vector routing, the routers are modified every 30 seconds. So link state are decrease the network and the computer to the offensive distance. In this security mechanism, the logical design uses DMS security topology placed in the DMS protocol firewall. There are three types of security: the physical security, firewall, and authentication and authorization. In this physical, the often overtook the design network, and the design must be considered within the need to be installed. For overlapping in the design, a network design must be considered that they need to be installed in the room. This is protected from unauthorized access theft and the natural disasters. Authentication and authorization shall take place in the access control layer where the consumer is allowed to access the data, otherwise the permits are well held. The added security against the radio OS acted by restricted the amount of contact per second for your computer. In this context, the logical architecture should be satisfy most of the technological crises in the F4F. Restrictions are not broken, but the user DMs stable topology several authentication measures keep the hackers from having the complete control of the network. Thank you.